Hello, my friend. It's
Hi!
been too long now, and I'm glad to finally be back together, getting ready to talk about what's fun.
Royal Caribbean, of course. Yes,
Yes,
good to
yes.
see you. Have you been good? Have you been well?
I have been. I'm dreaming of the Caribbean here soon, but
I
we've been doing
know.
good.
We're coming. We got a cruise coming up in the end of December, so I'm very excited. So yeah,
Yes,
we're
yes.
ready to go. So yep, getting into
Sweet.
cruise season is here, right?
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with who we are. I'm Zach. We're here with Straightaway Travel as always.
And I'm Mindy with Straightaway Travel, and here we are together with our famous Royal Chats. And today we are going to talk about a very common question that we always receive, which is
What's
what's
included?
included? Yes.
Exactly.
What is
Exactly.
included in a Royal Caribbean cruise? The common question that we get all the time. And we are going to dive right into it and tell you all the things, not just a smidgen.
Yes.
There is a
Yeah.
ton of things that are included with your Royal Caribbean base fare. And let's get to it,
Yeah.
Zach.
Let's do it. Let's just jump right in. Let's start with where most people start right at the beginning of a cruise, and that's picking your stateroom. So when you pick your stateroom, everything that's in that stateroom is included to you. That is what you paid for. So it's exclusively yours, private. Nobody else is using. It's not like a shared bathroom. It's not a shared balcony. If you've got one, it's your space. That's
Mhm.
all yours. They vary by cruise ship, so depending on what size room you want, if it's got a connecting door or not, if it's a split bathroom, if it's the same bathroom, whatever it is, that's all included in your fare. So that's the first thing: is where you sleep, it's yours. Nobody else is using it unless they are part of your party. So
Mhm.
that's a pretty good deal. I like that. That sounds good to me.
Yep. And my favorite is we all cruise for a lot of those meals and snacks. And lots of them
Yes.
are included in a Royal Caribbean cruise. Okay, you have and your meals and snacks are also included at your private islands that you stop to, where the Royal Caribbean exclusive private islands. So if you're going to Labadee or Coco Cay, your meals are included on the island. So you have your main dining, which is going to be in the dining room, and those menus change every night. They might keep a couple of things on there, signature meals, but you will have a variety every night. So you're not going to go in there and eat the same thing. The big famous spot that is known to Royal Caribbean is the Windjammer buffet dining option, which is available on all Royal Caribbean ships with tons of options for seafood, sandwiches, pasta. You've got prime ribs getting cut, tons of options all throughout the day for breakfast, lunch, they're all included. And some of the other common favorites on Royal Caribbean ships, which of course you have the Mediterranean Bistro, which is located in the Solarium. You've got the Cafe Promenade. You've got Park Cafe, which I love, located in Central Park on the Oasis class ships. El Loco Fresh. You have the Sorrento's Pizza, which is extremely popular. All of these you can find on pretty much every Royal Caribbean ship. There are some venues that vary, but you're not just eating at one place. You've got tons of a variety for different snacks. Ice cream too. I mean, my kids love ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Yeah.
available on a sprinkle. They're all available for you, and that's all included in your base fare. All
Yeah.
included.
Yeah. I always try to visit as many as I can.
Yes, I mean there's tons of options to eat. Yeah. And we also
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
ever famous. Here
What
we go.
goes better with food? Yeah, what goes better with food than a good beverage to wash it down with? So when you're on a ship, there's going to be beverage stations throughout the ship everywhere. Every single dining venue, everywhere you look, there's going to be places to get drinks. Now, certain ones are included, and those are tap water, filtered tap water, so glasses of water, tea, hot tea, coffee, lemonade, iced tea, milk, juices that are not freshly squeezed, and your hot chocolate. So, something to keep in mind is on these ships, it's not sweet tea that us Southerners like. It is regular tea, but you add sugar to it. So,
Yes,
um,
a
you
little
can go up
little
and get
bland.
these anywhere. Yes, yes, not quite what we all really love, but you can jazz it up yourself and make it your version of sweet tea, which is probably good because it's not that super sweet sticky sweet tea. So you can go up to any bar to get any tap water as you need it, or you can bring your own cup, which is what we typically do, and refill it with those drinks as you need it. Now, alcoholic beverages and specialty drinks, they are up from there are an additional charge, such as like Starbucks and your coffees, depending on what you need. But if you just like regular coffee and you like to jazz it up yourself, that is included.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's a lot. A
Yeah.
lot of people get very
Yeah.
nervous if they're not going to be able to drink things, but you've got a great variety here, all included with your base fare. So I think it's fantastic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, Now, do you
My
like to stay in the
favorite.
room?
My favorite is the room service. Yes, it is included, and there are no fees. I love doing room service in the morning, especially on portive if we're doing an excursion. But even on a sea day, I love to have it delivered to my room, and it's a continental breakfast. So just keep that in mind. That it's like your toast, your yogurt, fruits. You get coffee, oatmeal, whatever you want. That you can actually schedule a time. You have a card in your stateroom. You can schedule a time, put it outside your door, and it will get sent. It'll arrive whatever time you pick, and it's so nice, especially if you have a balcony, to sit there and eat your get a little munchie snack. I love to have my coffee there and just have a nice, nice peaceful morning and overlooking that beautiful ocean. So that is included. You do not need to tip, but of course it always is nice to maybe throw in, a few little dollars to your for the room service attendant that brought it, but it's not expected. You can order other things that are, cooked in a bigger breakfast option for an additional charge of $7.50. But it is an option for you to do. But you can get basic fruit, yogurt, coffee to your room, all included, no fees.
Yeah. Yeah. So you said you like to do it on a sea day. We like to do it on an excursion day. So it's already there before as we're getting
Yep.
ready and head on out. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So see, for everybody, no matter what
There's
your
something for
day is.
everybody. Exactly.
Exactly. Now, for those little ones, they have things included for them too. So all kids clubs activities for ages 3 to 17 are included on Royal Caribbean ships. Now, if they are younger than 3, or if they stay in hours after 10 p.m., there are additional charges that may apply based on the age group and the hours of day, because nobody wants to be awake at 2 a.m. So there are additional fees that may come up during that time. Now, if you're adult, or if you're, I guess, soon to be adult, if your child is under the age of 17, depending on how close it is there, there is a 1 a.m. curfew that most of them have to go back to the rooms by, back to the staterooms by. But these kids clubs include things like all activities. So they are organized activities that staff members are there to help them do. There's video games, there's electronics, there's competitions going on. There's awesome hangout rooms. Yes.
Everything.
Yeah. So it is a great time. I always say that kids, once they get on these ships, they're done with their parents and they're on to the kid zone. Let me be myself and do my thing and make my friends, and you do you, mom and dad.
Yes, I want to add one thing to that, Zach. I have teenagers, so
Yes.
people do get nervous on what kind of entertainment for teenagers on a cruise ship. And my kids love the teens club. They make friends and they have their little group, and they are together the whole time. And we always make our kids come eat dinner with us, and then they go off. And I will tell you, because I have teenagers and I have teenage boys, and what do they have to do? They have to test their boundaries. So, of course, my sons like to push the boundaries by, let's walk around after 1 a.m. and see what happens. And just so you know, they were addressed to go back to the room. So you do not have to worry that your kids are roaming around past 1 a.m. because they are strict. My boys have tested the system, and they have been asked to go back to their room. That's
Sounds about right. Hey, that's exactly what they're there to do.
Exactly. Okay, getting to the other favorite thing that's included are the activities and shows. And these are amazing. You do not need to pay extra to go see that ice show or that aqua show. It's included, and that is awesome. And they are fantastic. The Royal Theater on every Royal Caribbean ship always has something unique, and it's a Broadway style show. Okay, and every ship has a different theme show. So if you're on one ship and you saw the like I know the Icons of Wizard of Oz, you're not going to see it when you go on the Utopia. It's all different, and they are excellent quality. Okay, you have the Aqua Theater on the Oasis class ships. Oh, I'm sorry, Zach. Go ahead. Were you going to say something?
No, I was just going to say, and even they just came out with new ones.
Okay, 270 Studio B. You've got comedy shows that take place in the Royal Theater as well. I mean, magic shows. live music. I mean, there's just tons of different areas, music hall. I mean, that, you know, karaoke, everything, and it's all included. And I love the audience participation that you're going to get in some of these shows as well. So it's great. You know, all included in your base fare, doesn't cost an extra dime.
Not an extra penny. And the excitement part is that there's always changing too. Like they just announced on the Star that they're Back to the Future, which is going to be an awesome
So
show to see.
excited for that.
So
Yeah.
don't miss out. Don't miss
No, I mean
out.
it's
They're
awesome.
always changing.
They're all great. The ice shows, everything. They're fantastic. So all included,
Yes.
and that's the best thing. Love it.
Yeah. Well, and before those shows or during the day, there's always activities going on the ship that are always included too. Now, certain times of day they're free. Certain times of day there's private lessons going on that you can pay extra fees for as well if you want. But they always have open things going on, such as the Flow Rider. Mindy and I's favorite thing to do. We love that Flow Rider. It's always it is a free activity. Just check your app to see when it's open. Same with the rock wall. They've got mini golf on certain ships. They got water slides. They got zip line on certain ships. They got the abyss, which is that slide that's going to take you from the top all the way down to that boardwalk on the back of the ship.
Mhm.
There's your sports complex. Always check the app to see what sports going on. There's usually things like pickleball in the morning, and then basketball and other activities going on in the evening. So always check that app to see what sports activity is going on, what time of day.
Mhm.
You've got your Seaplex. You've got your bumper cars on certain ships. You got your aqua parks, which are your splash zones and your slides and your splash pads.
Mhm.
And then another fun one that most people forget or miss out on or think it costs extra is those ice skating. Ice skating is included on all of your Royal Caribbean activities. Again, you want to check the app to see what times of day it's going on, and make sure it's not conflicting with a show, because I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure you don't want to end up in the show instead of they're in the free skate accident. That would be a show if it was me. That's for sure. So
Love it.
always check your apps because those things are always cycling through. But all of those activities completely free, and
So
so
cool.
much fun to do.
So much fun. So much fun. It's amazing. My kids, we got to the bumper
Yes,
cars for the first time in this when we did
that's
Alaska, and
fun.
they loved it. And they're like, "What do you got
That's
to pay?" I'm like, "You
cool.
don't pay anything. You just go and you
Yeah,
can ride it as many times as you want." It's just amazing.
that's so fun. We always do all the sporting activities, the zip line, the ice skating, the uh flow rider. We're a huge fanatic of those. So speaking of
My
sports activities,
Fitness. All right. You eating all that food. And I'm definitely taking advantage of the fitness center on my 9-night cruise coming up, because that is way too long not to hit the gym. Fitness centers are included in your Royal Caribbean fare, okay? You can have access to cardio and weightlifting machines, as you see in the picture. And I love these machines, the way they set them up in the fitness centers, because they overlook the water. So
yes,
it's great. And you have free weights that you can use as well. And I love that there is a jogging track. Every Royal Caribbean ship has a jogging track. It's lower on the deck.
Mhm.
It's not up where the fitness center is, but it is available. And that's all times of the day. You can go for a walk or a run, whatever your heart desires. And it's available at no additional cost. There are classes you can take that will cost a fee. You can sign up when you're there, or you can do like what I did and took a killer app attack class for 20 minutes in the morning, which it killed me, but it was free. It was free. So lots of things. You might have a few little classes that are included, but most importantly, you do have all those free weights and cardio machines, which everyone always loves, and available at no extra cost. So it's pretty neat.
Absolutely, absolutely. We usually like to do the dance classes in the morning or the yoga
Yes,
classes in the morning.
yes, those are fun too.
Yes, yes. Because those, while you're doing all your fitness fun stuff, I'm gonna do what's also included, and that's my favorite activity, which is lounging on that pool deck, getting those
Mhm,
chairs and not moving an inch all day. That is
mhm,
my
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
free activity to be doing. So,
yeah.
on every single Royal Caribbean ship, there's always a pool deck, be it adults only if you're going the solarium sort of side, or it could be the main pool deck. It could be any zone on that ship that has a pool with lounge chairs is included in your cruise fare. Now, there are certain zones, like the suites only zone, that only certain room categories are allowed into. But every other deck on there is included in your base cruise fare. So that's hot tubs, that's water slides, that's aqua parks if they have it, if they got splash pads, whatever it is. The pool decks are included. All lounge chairs and towels to go with those lounge chairs are included as well. So that's once on a sea day, there's nothing better than getting up on that pool deck,
Mhm.
lounge in there. There's bartenders coming by offering drinks and things all day, and I could not love that more.
And
That
those
is
lounge
my
chairs are
favorite.
comfortable too. They're comfortable on
Yeah,
the road, and I feel like they're very
yeah,
comfortable. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. You just got to watch if you're on that upper deck. It gets a little breezy there, so you better hold on to your stuff sometimes.
But all
So,
included. Oh, but there's so much stuff, Zach. I
yes.
love it.
I know, and that's just the quick and dirty version of what's included, which I love. There's so much to do. If you are on that ship and you're worried about is it going to cost extra, most of the time it does not. There's so much to do on that ship, so much to
Yes.
do, so much to eat, so much to watch, so much to lounge, so many things going on there.
Mhm. It's
And I
very
could
indulgent.
not love it
Yeah.
more.
Yes. It's a great value. It's a great
Yes,
value for your dollar. Everyone's going to have fun.
absolutely.
There's something for everybody, and you don't have to get on and keep feeling like you're paying out of pocket for anything. If you want to
Exactly.
pay extra for something like an extra signature dining, you can do that. It's okay, but
Mhm.
you know you have tons of options available for you at no additional cost, and that's really
Yeah,
important. That's
yeah,
why we love Royal
yeah.
Caribbean. That's why we love it.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that I forgot that you can also do for free, I know everyone worries about the beverage package and things like that. There is another thing that you can include, and that is that Royal Caribbean does allow you to bring up to 2 bottles of wine per stateroom. If don't forget that wine opener, I always forget the wine opener, bottle opener. They do have a corking fee if you choose to have a waiter do it at a meal, or you can bring a 12 pack of your favorite soda, sparkling water, canned water, or bottled soda and water. Just cannot include hard liquor or beers in there. So don't forget if you want to start off with your own favorite thing, bring that as well. I forgot to say that earlier, but got
No,
it
it's
now.
good.
There's
You
so much
you
going
carry
on.
it on with you. You have to carry those on with you. So yes,
Yes, yes,
but yeah, no, it's great. So and we always like to carry
absolutely.
bottled water on with us just so we have it in our
Yeah,
room.
yeah.
Versus late night when you're thirsty and you have to go off. You know, so it's always nice to have that
Mhm.
bottled water in your because you do have refrigerators, mini fridges in your room. So another thing that's included.
Exactly. Exactly. So, well, that's another Royal Chat in the books. And this is an important one that I hope everybody learns something from and is so excited as I am to get on that next cruise because I am so ready, Mindy.
Yes, and reach out to us if you have any questions. Reach out to your SAT advisor or Zach or myself. We are here to help you. Join our. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and
Yeah.
Facebook because we are always ready to answer questions that you may have. But until then,
Yeah.
happy
Yes.
sailing,
Happy
right?
sales.